In this video, I'm going to walk you through what you might expect to see and how you navigate the dashboard once you've logged in as a Canvas observer. The first thing that you'll see in the center of your dashboard are course cards. These are the courses that the children that you're observing are enrolled in. So these courses, you could scroll down and see all these courses, and I happen to be observing more than one child. So this course says observing Mason River. If I scroll down here, this one says a different student. So this one's observing Margaret Garner, and this one's observing both Parker and Mason River. So you can see by these course cards, you can see which courses belong to which child. The next thing you can see is the coming up on the right-hand side, the coming up and the to-do list. This is based on the calendar of all of the folks that you are observing, and it shows all of the different events. The events look like this. That's a calendar invite. And then the upcoming assignments that are due soon look like that little piece of paper and a pencil. So you can see this is a calendar event. This is something that's happening. This just happens to be a live event. You can see the calendar here. When I click on the calendar, you can see all of the calendars for all of the courses that you saw in my dashboard on the course cards. Each event on the calendar has a different color. So I can toggle off some colors. So only one calendar shows at a time if I wanted to. I could also toggle on other calendars. This calendar menu will only show you 10 calendars at a time. So if you have multiple children that are enrolled in Canvas courses, multiple Canvas courses, you may want to turn some off so that you can see all of them. You can turn on all of the calendars for one student and then turn them all off and then turn on the next if you wanted to capture the calendar. The next thing we're going to take a look at is account and settings over here. If you click on account, there's a couple important things here. If you click on notifications, that's where you can change your notification settings. When you look at your notification settings, you have 4 options. Notify me right away, send a daily summary, send a weekly summary, and do not send me anything. And what you can do is you can look at the activities and you can determine when you get notification of that. So for example, I would keep announcements to being send immediately. That way you get the announcements that teachers send to students as soon as they are sent. Those announcements will be sent right to your email inbox. I have it set for, let's see, a daily summary of submission comments, and I have a weekly summary for something like due date changes and grading policy change. So you can just change your settings by clicking on whichever frequency you would like that notification, and it saves automatically. The other thing that's important over here in account is if you click on settings and come onto the right side of the screen and hit edit settings, you can choose your preferred language. So if you wanted to change this to a different language, you could do that here and click update settings, and it would change it to that language. It doesn't change all of the content, it only changes the navigation, like the words you see here, the words you see here, perhaps the words you see over here. The next thing we're going to take a look at is the courses list. Just like what you saw in the course cards, you can see them here, but you can also see all courses. And all courses, the courses that are going to show up in your dashboard with the course cards are the ones that are marked with that orange star. Right now, all of these are showing up in the course on the dashboard because those are the only courses that are active. But you can also go back in here and see all the past enrollments for all of the students that you're observing. So that list could be relatively lengthy, but you can always go back in and check out those courses. We've talked a little bit about the calendar. This is just another way to get to the calendar. The inbox is where you can see messages to and from between the teacher and yourself, and all of those correspondences would be archived here. The last button on the left is help, and you can use some of these links as necessary. One of the features is to search the Canvas guides. There are Canvas guides specifically made for parents and observers. I'm now back at my dashboard, and I'm going to go ahead and click over here on the right side under View Grades. This just gives you a quick summary. These are the Canvas grades. So please know that this does not represent the student's grade in PowerSchool. This includes all of the grades that have been submitted from Canvas, from the teacher. So there might be additional items, maybe some paper pencil items or some things that the students have completed in face-to-face teaching, and that could factor into the grade. But you can see here, I just graded something because all of these courses aren't grade courses, but I just graded one of the assignments in the sandbox course so that you could see what it might look like. You can see all of the students that you're observing, you can see which course it is, and then you can see the grade if there is one. So this is just like a quick glance of what the students' grades are. That is an overall introduction to what you might expect to see when you log in with your Observer account. Remember, these course cards are probably the most current courses, and if they're not, you can always come over here, click on all courses, and anything that you put a star next to, should pull it up to the front dashboard, that course card to the dashboard.